Hello everyone, welcome back to another Watchin. Finally getting around to take a follow-up look at my watchgang black membership watch from September. So if you guys remember from the box opening, I had received a Chronologia tracker. So this one, the actual model number on this one is a 78478-4G. So as you can see, I got the red dial. It has a 48 millimeter carbon fiber case. We have their logo on the crown, but it is just a standard push-pull crown. We got a 24 millimeter lug width. This one is only 13.5 millimeters thick, including the sapphire coated mineral crystal. This one also is 100 meters water resistant. So some of my thoughts on this one. Honestly, I was pretty excited to get another red dial watch. I do really like red dial. Some of the carbon fiber watches end up looking a little bit more gray as this one does, so that's a little disappointing because then it tends to look more like a different composite than carbon fiber. Now the tracker on the dial has north, northeast, east, like compass markings, and I don't know why. It personally drives me bananas. There's something about that I just don't like. I don't know. It just makes the dial look a little bit busier, or that outer ring there, and it doesn't really have a point, obviously. This one does have a unidirectional rotating bezel. As you can see, it's got some play in there, which it seems a lot of the ones that are composite have that little bit more play, but listen to how far apart those clicks are, so it's bound to have something. Now my biggest problem with this watch is, well, it's got a Seiko NH35 automatic movement, which is pretty much a workhorse movement. I don't know how many watches you guys have seen of mine that are running Seiko NH35s, and I have never once had a problem with one until Chronologia. Apparently they're the only ones that can screw up a Seiko NH35. So as you see, I've pulled the crown all the way out, and you see how I'm getting jumps on the hand, and it's not actually rotating smoothly for me to be able to set it. That's a problem, and it's a problem that more than one member had brought up on watchgang. And so, I mean, you can set it after playing around with it a little bit, but it's almost like that stem and crown are not fully seated or in the watch. So you can play around with it, it'll work. It's just frustrating and a pain in the butt. So overall, this one is a little bit of a letdown. When you compare it to the Boulder Explorer 2 that I have on, which this one's a quartz movement watch, sapphire crystal, and I swear this thing is bulletproof. I beat the crap out of this one, and this was also a watchgang black subscription watch. We'll pull that off really quick. We'll throw this on wrist, and then we'll go dark and take a look at the Loom on the Chronologia. All right. So, being that 48 millimeter case, it is rather large. Honestly, I think for me 45 millimeters is about as big as I like to go. It doesn't look horrible on my roughly 7-inch wrist, but some of the other problems with it just drive me a little nuts. We're going to pause real quick. We'll go dark, take a look at the Loom. All right, so here we are in the dark. You can see the Loom is already glowing a little bit. Hit it with my black light really quick. One thing I'll say about the Loom, it's actually not too bad on this one, but I wish the outer ring had numbers, or had Loom in the numbers and markings. So not too bad on the Loom overall though. Back in the light. So there's just a final look at that Chronologia tracker. It came in one of their standard kind of hard, I don't know, fabric cases, which I actually don't mind the case. I don't think they're too bad for what they are. I mean, for this style watch. But so if you go to their website, this watch has a retail price of $415, which is just crazy in my opinion. Now, I'm sure you can find some out there. I'm guessing there's some Watch Gang members that are trying to move theirs along. You know, if you had one that was actually easier to set and you like the style, like the color, like I said, I really like the red. If you got it for $100 because it does have the Seiko movement and everything in it, you might be happy with it. Unfortunately, this one was just a little bit of a miss. It just needed a little bit more attention to detail and a little bit better functionality out of it. Let me know what you guys think of this one in the comments below. As always, guys, thanks for watching.